This house is gonna blow your socks off. So we're talking about affordable luxury in a nice neighborhood, right in the outskirts of San Antonio. This thing has so many features and so much value for your dollar that I can't wait to show you. So let's go on in, check it out. So like I mentioned, this home is what we classify as affordable luxury. The builders are two brothers that grew up here in the outskirts of San Antonio. One of them served in the United States military and also was a police officer, I believe. And now they're building homes. They've been doing it for about 12 years. And here's what I want you to take home with this. These homes are, I mean, I'm not even gonna tell you the price of the home till later, but as we look at this, you're gonna imagine that this home is a lot more than what it really is. That's why I say it's affordable luxury. So as you walk in, of course, you have an office here to the left, and you walk in here and right now it's set up with these chairs that you can kind of sit down, gather, have a good time. But if you wanted to put a desk, then obviously you could put a desk in here. You could work out of this room. If you are one of those remote workers that can work anywhere in the world, you have these nice French doors that close up for privacy. So if you're on a Zoom call, you can close the doors. You got plenty of room, get on your phone call. Your family could walk by, see you working, leave you alone. So it's a really good feature that you can actually have privacy in this office. So that's pretty good. But here's where this builder takes it up a level. If you look up in the ceiling, check out that ceiling. Like, most builders would have just blocked it out and it would have been a tray ceiling, you know, just zero character. But look at this. I mean, there's just so many shapes. And that's what I want you to think about when we're looking at this house is all the textures that are in this house, all the different lines. You have arches, you have stone, you have, you know, just textured drywall. You have these features right here, these accent walls, which by the way, everything in this house is standard. So you get 2 feature walls in the house. You can choose them. It just so happens that this home has it here in the entry and in the master bedroom. So you get these features right here. I mean, no other builder is doing it. They're gonna upcharge you for this stuff because, well, because they can. So as you walk in, here's the main living area. But before we go to the main living area, let's go over here into the 2 secondary bedrooms. So you have a bedroom on the left and a bedroom on the right, and then you're both using this bathroom in the morning, right? So you have a shower tub combo. What I like about this, again, remember I talked about, you know, lines. So you have these horizontal tiles, but if you look up, now you have this archway, and it just brings so much character to the house. Like, I think if you've seen any of my videos, I told you I was gonna buy a house last year and we didn't buy it. That house costs as much as this house. And I mean, I'm just blown away. Like, I can't even believe how much I would have paid for that other house, and it literally looked like a box. Zero character, zero texture. Check out, you got a nice big window here, let some sunlight in, your vanity, and look at this brush. I think it's like brushed brass. So that looks very elegant. And that's what made me think that this house is just super expensive. But after talking to the sales rep, I figured that this was really an affordable house. So let's take a look at the rooms. So we come into this room over here, and this is one of the secondary rooms. But take a look at this size of this room. Like, it is so big, you could easily fit a king size bed in here. Like, it would be this way, nightstands and all that good stuff. But this is typically for a young child or a young adult, you know, so you have plenty of room. You have the 9-foot ceilings, so it makes it look really big, vast, and open. And then check out these closets. So this closet goes from that wall all the way to the end of the other wall. But take a look at these shelves right here, right? Look at how beefy they are. Like, they did not spare any expense. This is not your typical wire type of closet space. It's just beefy. That's all I can say. It's just beefy. Let's walk into this other bedroom now. So you walk into this bedroom, and again, good sized bedroom. This is, it looks like a queen size bed. So you have a queen size bed here. You have, you know, a lot of space. You have space for a chair. You have nightstands, mirror, you know, the dresser right there. So plenty of room, high ceilings. Again, this is just so much bigger. And here's why I say it's bigger too. If you watch any of my videos, one-story homes, which this is a one-story home, the rooms are typically smaller because there's going to be less room in the yard, right, or in the lot, which, by the way, these lots are a 1/4 acre lot. So not too big, not too small. If you don't like doing yard work, then this is probably the perfect size. So you have this 2,200 square foot home sitting on a 1/4 acre lot, and you got plenty of space. Now look at this, open area. This is where the family lives, right? You have your kitchen, you have your living area right here, and then you have your dining area right over there in that corner. Now, take a look at all the features here. Like, I don't want you to miss anything. I want you to see these beams that are up on the ceiling. I want you to see how tall the ceilings are. Those are 10-foot ceilings. You have the beams, you have these shelves and these built-in cabinets that accent the sides of this beautiful stone fireplace. Now, look at this mantle. It's got this nice rock. So that's what I'm talking about, the different textures, the different, you know, geometric shapes and the different, you know, everything. It just works so seamless. And, you know, you have these cabinets where you can store, you know, maybe board games, the family and you play board games and all that stuff. You have bookshelves. You can do all kinds of things. The only thing that's probably missing here is some accent lights right up there. That's what I would do. I'll put some accent lights up there, or maybe put some LED lights on these shelves so it would light things up. But other than that, man, this place looks pretty spectacular. So check out here's another thing I didn't mention, but look at how wide this opening is. Look at how wide. Like, this is a lot of room right here. So when you walk in, you don't feel confined. You feel like it's a grand entrance. And then you look at this, the rest of the living area. So you have, this is a gigantic sofa. So it's a big sectional sofa. And it doesn't even make the room feel small. It's still plenty of space. You got plenty of space between the sofa and the fireplace. You can easily walk around it and you're not running into things. You don't feel confined at all. Moving on to the kitchen, look at these pendant lights. Aren't these beautiful? These are some really nice pendant lights. But you also have this grand island. So you have its grand island with marble countertops. You have the same gold finish fixtures here, a deep sink. You can sit 4 people. So just imagine you're having dinner, you're having breakfast, you're having lunch, whatever it is. People are in the living room, people are in the dining area, the children are up here. My wife makes pancakes for my son in the morning. He's spoiled. She could be cooking pancakes here and just plopping them on there and he could eat. Speaking of cooking, because I love to cook, here you have a gas range top. And then look at the backsplash. Like, that right there is standard. So if you were to go to any builder in San Antonio, the difference between this home and another luxury home is probably going to be about $250,000. Like, that's a conversation we had. Like, it's just bonkers how much value this builder is going to give you. Before we go into the primary bedroom, let's go over here and take a look at, you have your oven, your microwave, all this counter space, and just makes it look so inviting. Check this out. This is the pantry. Follow me. Look at this walk-in pantry. Like, look at how much shelf space you got right here. You got room to put all kinds of things. They didn't skimp out on the flooring. It's got this nice textured flooring. It's got some nice shapes. It makes it look really elegant. You have tall ceilings where you could put dry goods up there, maybe stuff that you don't use very often, or maybe you buy it in bulk at Costco or Sam's Warehouse. You can put all that stuff there. It's well lit, but it's a really big pantry, right? So over here to the left, we have the garage. You have a 3-car garage, and so you have a single bay right here, and then you have the double bay right there. If you're moving to Texas and you own a big truck, that's great, because a big truck will fit in here. If you don't own a truck, you need to buy a truck, because all Texans have trucks. So you can park your truck in here, no problem, plenty of space. The ceilings are high. So a lot of my clients, what they do is they buy these shelving systems that come down from the ceiling, and you could store all kinds of stuff in there. It is pre-plumbed for a water softener. So that's what this is right here. You need water softener when you move to San Antonio because the water is hard here. And then you have your water heater right there. So let's go back in. Imagine you drove in your big truck. You're coming into the house. The kids are coming home from school. And all they got to do now is drop all their stuff off in this drop zone right here. So you have a little bench where the kids can come and take their shoes off, put them underneath the bench. They can hang their backpacks right here. If it's cold, kind of like it is right now, you can stuff your hats, you can stuff your sweaters or anything up there. They got pillows. Let's close that up. You have a little closet right here where you can put your brooms, cleaning supplies, all that stuff. And then you walk into the laundry room. So the laundry room, again, you can put a washer, you can put a dryer. You have a good counter space right there where you can actually fold clothes. If you have front loading washer and dryers, then you can put a tabletop over it so you can hang clothes or fold clothes here as well. Hang clothes there, put stuff up there. You got a nice window letting in this Texas sun. So this space feels big, it's tall, so it feels like it doesn't feel confined. And it really does add to the whole laundry experience. Like I would do laundry if I had a laundry room like this. My laundry room doesn't look like this. So let's go back through the kitchen. And just look at all this cabinet space you have here in the kitchen. So you can put your pots and pans right underneath your range. You got plenty of space to put other stuff. Like if you're like me, like I have a KitchenAid, I have a crock pot, I have an Instapot, like I have all the kitchen gadgets. But check this out. Again, remember, this is all standard. So there's no upcharge for any of this. Look at these. It has the 18-inch cabinets up top with the little glass. I can't reach it. I'm too short. But you can put stuff up there, probably put some lights and be able to showcase your heirlooms. Then you have your dining area right here. You can sit. Look at this one. Sits 8 people comfortably. There's still plenty of space on each side where you could walk around. You're not bumping into people. So you could either put a china cabinet or you can put a bigger table, whatever it is that you want. And you're still within earshot and you're still a part of the conversation in the kitchen and in the living room. So let's go to my favorite part. Now, I know that you're ready to go look at the primary bedroom, but let me ask you, what do you think this house cost? How much would you pay for this house? Having seen what you've seen already, having seen the high ceilings, the beams, the custom cabinetry, the nice backsplash, like how much would you pay for this house? Put in the comments below before we go look at the primary bedroom. I wanna know. And if you're moving to San Antonio, Texas, and you wanna live just in the outskirts and you don't wanna spend too much money, but you wanna have a nice, luxurious home, do me a favor, hit this QR code right here, give me a call, let's set up an appointment, let's talk it through. If you're military, definitely give me a call, okay? Because you're not only gonna wanna buy a home, you wanna have an exit strategy, because if you're PCSing within 3 to 4 years, you're gonna have to have an exit strategy, and that's what I specialize in, helping fellow veterans, fellow military, when they buy a home, because I wanna make sure that you're secure in your purchase and that you don't get stuck, okay? So hit that QR code, give me a call, let's talk. All right, so another thing that I've noticed about this home builders, check this out. Like this is just space that would have been wasted, but they put some little shelving right there. So they use that space, they use it efficiently. So you can put books, you can put whatever you want in there. But now we're in the primary bedroom. So remember that accent wall I told you about? So you get 2 of these standard. Actually, most builders would probably charge you a couple of $1,000s to do this accent wall. If you look at it, it's very intricate, it's very labor intensive, it does take time, but this builder, it's included, right? You have your tray ceilings, you have high ceilings, big windows, just like most of the luxurious homes that I've been showing you. Actually, all the homes that I've been showing you, not all of them, the majority of them are in the 1 million range, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 million dollars. This is nowhere near that. That's why this is affordable luxury. But they didn't stop there. I mean, look at the detail. Look at these baseboards. Like, check out these baseboards. Most of these baseboards don't have this little curve right there. It's just a flat baseboard. It's just a square, not a square, but a rectangle. So there's a lot of detail in these baseboards. There's a lot of detail in the flooring, in the entire build. You're gonna be blown away as how much this house costs. But let's go walk into the bathroom here. So as you walk in here, you have your 2-sink vanity, you have a large mirror. Look at the lighting. That's nice brushed gold, bronze, whatever you want to call that color. It just plays with the entire elegance of the whole bathroom, the whole house. You like to soak in a tub? There you go. There's a soaking tub right there. Or of course, if you've been watching my videos, you know I love showers. Now I'm just gonna be careful because this one's a little wet. But you have a shower here. Obviously you can shower here. You have these little nooks here. You could put your soap, you could put your shampoo. If you need to take a break, you could take a break right here, just get wet. Or if you need to shave your legs or do something else, like this is really ready for you to go take advantage of it and get clean because you're dirty. Now, this right here is a toilet. Nothing special about a toilet. It's just a toilet. But you get to go in there, do your business, close the door, nobody will bother you. So here's the closet. The closet for the primary bedroom. Again, look at how beefy these things are. This is like really beefy. They're not going anywhere. So you could, I bet you I could do pull-ups right here on this bar and that's not gonna move. It's not gonna do anything to harm it. So they really took a lot of care. And it just goes to show that two brothers that grew up here in San Antonio that started this company, they went for quality versus quantity. So they don't build a lot of homes, but they do build beautiful homes at a very affordable price. So let's go over to the kitchen. I want to show you a couple of the floor plans that they have. And I guarantee you the price is going to blow your mind. So let's go take a look. So they're working out of this model home. It is a model home, but again, everything here is standard. So we are in Castroville, Texas, which is right here. Castroville is on the outskirts of San Antonio. If you're military and you're gonna PCS to Lackland Air Force Base, this is a perfect location because you're just a straight shot from Castroville into Lackland Air Force Base. If you're moving to, or if you're getting stationed at Randolph or at Fort Sam Houston, it might be a trek, but it's not doable. It is doable. But really, if you're military moving to Lackland Air Force Base, this is probably a good location for you because you're just down the street, or you just like the country, right? So this home right here is this one right there. So it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It has a home office, 3-car garage, 2,200 square feet. And look at, it's only $635,000. That's it. Like the home that I was buying was at 600 and something, close to this. And it was a box. Like I can't wait to tell my wife about this house. We'll never move out here because she loves where we live, but she's gonna be glad that we canceled that other contract because it was just a box. There was no character, there was no lines, there was nothing. So now you do have a couple of other selections, but look at this. This one right here is 2,400 square feet at $669. And then they do have lots available. So this is I already said an affordable luxury home builder, but it's also a semi-custom. So what they do is, let me show you this real quick. They take a plan of a home that they've already built and then they mark it up, right? Like you can come in here and be like, no, change this here, change that there, move this here. Like they do all the different semi-custom changes to the house. But you got to know where to find them, right? Give me a call. My number's right here. Give me a call. Let me bring you out here when you're coming to San Antonio. If you already live in San Antonio, let's book an appointment. Let me bring you to the model home. Let me show you what they do. Because again, this is a local builder that, in my opinion, has already outdone every other builder I've shown you. And I'm saying that because 1, I'm from San Antonio, but 2, I can see the quality in this build. Like you can tell that all these extra things that they've included at the price they included, or at the price that they're selling it, is just so much less than you would pay with any other builder, bar none. Like I guarantee it. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you a little bit of where this place is at, because if you're wondering where Castroville is, or what's there for you to do here, we're gonna jump in the truck, we're gonna take a look at the neighborhood. But again, for $635,000, you cannot beat this. If you don't want to build this one, they have other floor plans that they could build. All you got to do is reach out. So hit the QR code, call me, let's set up an appointment to come out here and visit Integrity Homes home site. So that's the name of the builders, is Integrity Homes. And I can just see by the quality that they built that they do have integrity. So let's go ahead and head on to the truck. Let's go on out to Castroville. Let me show you a little bit of Castroville, and then we'll wrap it up in one of my favorite places in Castroville, so you won't miss out on the deliciousness that they have. I'm always eating, right? But let's go head out there. Oh, before we head out, actually, I forgot to show you the yard. Let's go to the backyard. Man, I can't believe I almost forgot to show you the backyard. So here's why you moved to Castroville. If you listen, I can't hear anything. Like, this is as still can be. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of sitting in a deer blind, waiting for a deer to come up so I can shoot him. I don't know why I said that, but it's just so still. Like, I can't hear anything. So, okay, enough of that. Look at this nice covered patio that you have right here. You have this big table. I probably wouldn't put a table like this. I'd probably put some seating so you can gather around here. You have these tall ceilings, ceiling fan. And if you look at the ceiling up there, that is a tongue and groove board. So basically what it does is it overlaps each other. So that is never gonna sag. That is never gonna look bad. It's always gonna look the way it looks now. Very clean, very modern. Whoa, I'm here falling over. So the build is really good quality. Again, this builder didn't skimp out on any resource. They took all the resources, they put them together, and they're giving it to you at an affordable luxury price. So forget the $1 million homes. If your budget is 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, these homes should be considered, because the builder it's phenomenal. They didn't skip out on anything. Okay, look at the yard, 1/4 acre yard. You got plenty of room to run. Maybe you want to put a pool in. You want to put a pool in? I got a pool guy I can refer you to. You could put a pool in here. You can, put a playground. You could put a putting green. You could do whatever you want. You got a 1/4 acre lot, so it's pretty good. So now that I've shown you the backyard, let's go ahead and head on out, jump in the truck, show you a little bit of Castroville so you see where this is really sitting and what kind of environment you're going to be living in. So let's head on out. All right, guys, so let's go take a drive through Castroville so you can see where we're at, and then stick around to the very end, because I'm going to show you this really good place you can't miss. Even if you don't move to Castroville, you're going to want to visit this location. So as we're driving here, we're driving forward, we're going to be driving to the main highway, which is US Highway 90. That one's the one that you take. If you make a left, you go all the way into San Antonio. If you end up working at Lackland Air Force Base, or in that area, that's the road you're going to take. And it's only about a 15-minute ride into town, so you're not too far. Like some of my clients have told me before, like, we want to live far enough to where our family needs to call us if they want to come over, but not too far if we want to move, go into downtown, or somebody can come by. They're not going to be like, oh, you're way too far. So we're going to make a right here in US Highway 90. And this is a really, a lot of people describe San Antonio as a small town, or a big city in a small town, something like that. So this is a little bit smaller. Actually, it's a lot smaller, but this is really a small town, and you'll be able to tell here in a minute. So as we're driving, Highway 90 cuts right through the center of Castroville. In the last couple of years, they had these, the Whataburger was built. They have these little shopping strips. So none of this was here a few years ago. I want to say it was 2006, 2004. None of this stuff was here. I know it's been a little bit since 2004, but as you can tell, they're starting to grow. A lot of people are moving out here. Now, the high school is back there. It's Medina Valley High School. My children actually went to Medina Valley, the middle school. So they've actually been, we didn't live. They lived here in Castroville. So they already know what it's like here. But the schools, if you're curious about schools, and especially if you're military, and there's a lot of diversity in military schools. The same thing it goes here. Medina Valley High School actually has a B plus rating by niche.com. So if your kids are coming out and they're going to be in the high school or the middle school, know that it is a good school. There's only a few select schools that we've said before that are A and A plus in San Antonio. But this one, again, small town feel. It is going to be Christmas. We're in November, so you might see some Christmas decorations. So they do take pride. And fun fact here, everything is Alsace, right? Like Alsace is a part of France, not Germany. So a lot of people say that this is a German town, but I don't think it is. I think it's a French town. Alsace is in the border of France and Germany. Here's a big thing too. This right here, this meat market, it's called Zook's Meat Market. If you're a hunter, a lot of hunters bring their deer here to get processed. So you have that covered. But look, it's just a small little town, not a lot here. There's not even an HEB here, so that's how small this place is. You got a McDonald's, you got a couple of gas stations, and then we're gonna go up this little hill, and that's pretty much the end of town. But it's really small place. Everybody knows each other. The cops, as you're driving down this main road, don't speed because they will pull you over. But there's, everything you need is here, but it's not a big town. So there's another place right here, one of my favorite spots, Dairy Queen. If you don't know Dairy Queen, you don't know anything. Like if you have a Dairy Queen and you've ever had their chocolate dip ice cream cones, man, they're phenomenal. I told you I like to eat, so chocolate dip cones from Dairy Queen. But this is pretty much it. We went through the town. There's nothing to it. We're going up this hill. I'm going to make a turn around so we can go to the one special spot that I mentioned. But if you look out the window here, you can see from this little hilltop a little bit of the hill country out there. So it's out there, but you are in the edge of the country. So there's not a lot of, city stuff going on here. It's very quiet, very tranquil. And if you like the quiet living, this is a good place to live. So let me find a spot to turn around, and then we'll head to my secret location that I want to share with you. There's a golf course, so if you want to play golf, the Alsatian golf course. You have a park as well. So you have the Castroville Park. I don't remember if it was a county park or a city park, but you have a park. And then this road right here just goes straight towards Uvalde. I'm sure you've heard of Uvalde in the news recently, but this is where this road goes to next. Hondo and then Uvalde. But we're going to turn around because it's all country that way. There's some other homes, some luxury homes right up the road, Texas homes. If you haven't seen that video, the link is up on the screen right there. We're going to put it right there. Texas homes. Those are luxury homes as well, but those are in the $1 million range. Again, the one that we're looking at today, Integrity Homes, affordable luxury. That's what you should remember. Affordable. $635,000 for the home I showed you. Very affordable. So let's go back through town. Now, my family and I, we like to go to this park that if you keep going down Highway 90, you go past Hondo, and you end up going towards Gardner State Park. Look it up. It's a great park. Every time we come back home, there's two things that we hit. We hit this place that I'm going to go to, and we hit Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen, we gotta have the ice cream. And then the other place, which I don't want to tell you about yet, I want you to hold on till we get there, is a second location that every time we come through Castroville, we go to that spot. So just take a look. We look through the front of my car here, you're going to see how we're on top of a hill, and then you'll see all of Castroville in its glory, which is very small. Funny story, when I was stationed in Germany, I came back and my wife and I were going to buy some property, and it was in another city, another little town outside of San Antonio. Its name is Floresville. And the guy said, look at these views. And you can imagine, right? The views in Germany compared to the views here, there's no comparison. Like in Germany, we lived in a little base called Spangdahlem, and it's by Trier, which is by Luxembourg, German-Luxembourg border, but there's mountains there. and those were views. When he told us, hey, look at the views, I about laughed because I was like, these are not views. And maybe a little hill, but still nowhere near like the hill country in San Antonio. But look, you got some Mexican restaurants here. Obviously in San Antonio and the surrounding area, you're always going to find Mexican restaurants. Some are better than others. If you're coming to San Antonio, hit me up, give me a call so I can tell you which ones to avoid and which ones to go to, because again, I like to eat, so I know where all the good restaurants are. But here's the town again, Castroville. It goes a little bit out, you know, there's some older houses out here, but this is pretty much the main strip. I want to show you this one house that they I think they brought it here or they moved it here, I don't remember, but it's a little visitor center now. It's an old Alsatian house. It's half timbered home. It looks pretty nice. It looks reminiscent of France/Germany. So there's the Medina River, and then here's the little half timbered house that I was speaking about. There you have it. All right, now we're gonna go to my secret location. This place right here, I've never been to it, Sammy's Restaurant, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's always packed, so maybe one day I'll stop in there to grab some food. You always see it, it's always busy, so it's gotta be good. Can't wait to show you where we're going. Gotta wait for the light. The anticipation is building. So if you're moving to San Antonio and you want a smooth transition, you want, you know, a seamless purchase of a home, do me a favor, call me. My phone number is right here for you to call. Let's book an appointment. Let's talk about your lifestyle, what you and your family need out of a home or your next home, so we can put you in the right place. I'm about to turn into the location that I want to take you to. You won't be disappointed, so hang in there. It's just a few more cars that I gotta wait. I'm gonna go in front of this car. All right, forgive me for this, but there we go. So check out this Word Habe's Bakery. So this is a local bakery, and they have some good stuff in there. So we're gonna jump out. We're gonna go get something to snack on, and then we'll make our way back to San Antonio. But stay here because I'm gonna do some B-roll so you can see what this place looks like. I'm not gonna be talking in there because I'm gonna be too busy focusing on what I want to eat. But if you want to see another home here in Castroville, take a look at this video right here or here. It's one of these two corners. Take a look at that. That is the Texas homes that I was talking about, and we'll see you in the next video.